Are we live? We are good. What is going on, all of you amazing gamers out there in the world? I am Mega Am, so thank you for watching this. If you're watching the live stream or if you're watching the video after the fact, no worries at all. Appreciate you engaging here, and whether you're in chat or not, always appreciate everybody. Shout out to Robbie, who was here in chat, but obviously got very tired. And get your rest. Make sure that's important. I'm here today with a quick live stream, later VOD video for predicting the Nintendo Switch Direct that kind of came out of nowhere. There were rumors about the Switch 1 Direct happening, like today as of this stream, and I was like, of course Nintendo's not going to do a Switch 1 focused Direct. The Switch 2 presentation is literally in a week from today. I'm like, there's no way. Why would they do that? Lo and behold, the rumors were true. The rumors were true. We are here. It is here. The Nintendo Direct focused only on the Switch 1, so no Switch 2. That's why we have the free space here. But as I like to do in advance of a lot of these Nintendo Directs, I want to give some predictions on what we could see. Hey, Benyata, good to see you live in chat. New Virtual Console. That is an interesting prediction. Because let's get started with that. Thank you, Benyata, for the suggestion there. Let's get started with that. What would be the new NSO? Because here's the thing. We pretty much know, it's almost confirmed, it might actually be straight up confirmed, that the Nintendo account system is being carried over from Nintendo Switch 1 to Nintendo Switch 2. So if they add a new console to the base Nintendo Switch, it'll almost certainly be available on the Nintendo Switch 2. So with that context in mind, what would they add? I honestly don't think it would be anything too big. Like, I do not think we're going to see DS. I do not think, honestly, I don't know if we're going to see DS on the Switch 1 at all. I don't know. I really don't know. Switch 2, maybe the hardware makes it possible, but I don't see it being DS. I could see something like another third party, and not GameCube, Pinata. Absolutely no chance of GameCube. There's no way. I don't even know if they'll do that at all on Switch 2, because they just like to sell remasters. If anything, you know what? How do you spell TurboGrafx? This is the one I've been seeing tossed around, and I could see something. Yeah, TurboGrafx. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Something like dumb. Honestly, I shouldn't say dumb. Shout out to TurboGrafx fans out there. Like, I really genuinely don't think we're going to see anything crazy. So do not get your expectations up. GameCube, no chance. DS, probably no chance. One day, maybe on Switch 2. It's just, I don't know if they would even want to put it on Switch 1. Or if they would just want to sell remasters. I genuinely do not expect GameCube to ever be on NSO at this rate. So I don't think that's happening. However, speaking of GameCube, one thing that actually, the more I think about it, I think is more and more likely. Steam on Switch 2, imagine. This is their absolute last chance. No, it's not. It's the last chance in a Nintendo Switch 1 only Direct to announce Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD coming to Switch, and I think this might be it. I think this actually might be the time it happens. I think this is it, right? Anybody else think that's likely? I think this is the time. There is literally no reason for it not to be on Switch 1, and we've already been known about this like a rumor for years that it's coming to Switch. I think this is the time. And sure, it's going to be backwards compatible on Switch 2. But I think this is the time. We'll see what happens, but especially because we have no Zelda coming up this year, I think this is literally the time. It would just be so fucking funny. This is the perfect time to show it off, so I think it's going to happen. I think we're going to see Zelda, and it's going to be Wind Waker and or Twilight Princess HD. I guess I'll count either in this rate. The obvious one. Let's just get the obvious one out of the way. Because before this Nintendo Direct was announced, I would have told you, oh, they're going to show off Prime 4 at the Switch 2 Direct. Now, I don't think so. Maybe we see if they explain backwards compatibility in a segment in the Switch 2 Direct next week. Maybe we see Prime 4 in that context, but I think this is where we get a Metroid Prime 4, probably more footage, and honestly, I think it's a release date, and my prediction is that it's going to be in August. I think they're going to release it in August. That is my current prediction. I was thinking about this earlier. I'm like, when would they release Prime 4? I'm going to go with August. I better not be May. If it's May, I'm going to be pissed because that's Capcom Fighting Collection 2. That's going to be Doom, the Dark Ages. There's too much in May right now. Did Tears of the Kingdom get a DLC? No DLC, and also the developers confirmed it's not getting DLC, so that idea is no longer happening. Which, yeah, that would have been almost a shoe-in for sure, Pinata, if Anuma-san said if Anuma-san didn't say it was out of the cards, they would do it. Yeah, exactly. So, all right. So I think Prime 4 getting a release date is honestly pretty likely. I think that's the most likely thing I could predict here. Smash 5, well, first of all, Ultimate would be 5, but absolutely not. Nope. 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 Not on the first Switch, at least. Keep in mind, we have to keep this in the context of the original Switch as the Switch 2 is coming into picture. They are going to save the next Smash Brothers for the Switch 2. So what could they do? Trying to think. I had some other ideas. Is it time for Fire Emblem, the Fire Emblem remake? I think it's finally time for the Fire Emblem remake. This would be the place to show it. The question is that too? I could predict. I'm gonna say in July. There we go. To give it a release date, to be a more interesting prediction there. Nah, I don't think so. Okay, it might not be super fast, but I think it's going to be improved from the Switch 1. I think they know it's so slow on the Switch 1 that I don't see it happening on Switch 2. But anyways, we're going to keep this focused on mainly Switch 1 discussion here, considering that is what this Direct is going to be about. The Fire Emblem remake we've heard about, Genealogy, The Holy War, Thracia 76, whatever it's called. Heard both of them tossed around. Maybe it's a combo pack. I don't know. But that's been rumored for years as well now, and I think we could definitely see that come out, honestly, this year and have it be July. Like, honestly, a lot of these Switch 1 games are going to be, I don't want to say fill-ins, but it's going to be like Nintendo being like, hey, by the way, you don't have to get a Switch 2. There are these other games that, sure, are not our huge new games. It's not the big Zelda team. It's not the big 3D Mario. It's not the new Mario Kart. It's not the new Smash. But it is, you know, we're still going to have some games out in this transition for you to enjoy. That's what I think is going to be the majority of games here. I'm struggling to think of third party, so I'm definitely going to need help with some third party games as we go through here. Oh, actually, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, that might be, I'll come back to that. I want to get first party done first. All right, so I'm going to say July for Fire Emblem Remake. That's going to be my guess. What else could we see? Let's think. Let me think. It's tough because so many of these games will be saved for Switch 2. I mean, they could announce it here and then it's just backwards compatible with Switch 2, but I think, I don't know, I feel like they'd want to save those announcements to be like focused on Switch 2 to sell more hardware. It's tough. Like Mario, I don't know what they would do for Mario. Galaxy 2, I don't know, finally coming to Switch, like I don't know, man. It's tough. I'm grasping at straws here. I'm literally grasping at straws. I'm trying to think of what else they could do. Oh, honestly, is it time for F-Zero GX? Let's do it. We're gonna get weird with this one. This is gonna be a weird one. I'm gonna put F-Zero GX on here. We're gonna do that because this would also be a good time for that, and considering it's most likely not happening with GameCube on NSO, at least for the Switch 1 at this rate, or anytime soon for that matter. I think doing the remaster, that was also rumored a while ago. I think that could be a thing. I also think, going off of that, if we get anything Star Fox on the Switch 1, now is the time. I really don't want to put this out into the world, because there were rumors about like Assault being remastered, and I hope that would be the case. But if I'm Nintendo, and it is the last year of my main platform, what other system? I can't even, you know what? I can't even call it HD because it was already HD on Wii U. I don't want to put this out into the world, but listen, I'm just saying. What are the odds, instead of doing like an Assault, that we just get like Star Fox Zero on the Switch 1? I could totally see them just pushing it out there and porting it. Like, honestly, it's one of the last remaining ones. I know they'd have to fix the controls, but I mean, we have gyro on the Switch, so we could do that. It would just be brutal. See, here's the thing. Would they? Because now that I think about it, I'm thinking about Kid Icarus Uprising. It is hard, Pinata. It's very difficult. I'm thinking about Kid Icarus Uprising and that remaster. The thing is, part of me in my mind was like, oh, maybe they'll put that on Switch 2, because then you can use the mouse controls with the Joy-Con on the Switch 2 in replacement of the pointer controls you had on the 3DS with like the stylus controls there. But they could still totally put it on Switch 1. There's nothing stopping them from putting it across both. So honestly, I'm going to put it. I'll call this one HD, because they did that for Luigi's Mansion 2. Because, like, I could totally see this being a case where, like, it's better to play on Switch 2, not only for performance, but because you have mouse controls as, like, your aim. So, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go with that. That feels right. Because they could totally put it on the Switch 1. It's not like the Switch 1 can't play that game. I mean, it's a 3DS game. You know, we have plenty of 3DS ports on the Switch 1. You know, it'd be funny. There's no way I could... No, okay. Because part of me in my mind... So the reason why this is fresh in my mind is because I just recently bought a secondhand copy of the game codenamed Steam that is behind Intelligent Systems, the Fire Emblem and WarioWare team. But there's no way. I can't put Fire Emblem Remake and that. I could, but no. That would just be a stupid, like, let's get this 3DS port off the... Yeah, literally off the 3DS. I'm trying to think of other examples. Honestly, like, it's really tough to think of first-party stuff. Because what else do we not have? Mario... They could do a Mario... What are we missing for Mario Sports? Is it time for a Mario Sports? When was the last sports game? Was it Strikers? I could see, like, Mario Baseball and put it on both the... Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm going to do that. Because genuinely, like, we're not going to see anything 3D Mario. We're not going to see anything 2D Mario because we had Wonder. Unless it's a remake of something, but we already have 3D All-Stars. Mario Disc Golf? That'd be awesome, Pinata. I would love that idea. And I think they're done with the Olympic Games. Did they confirm that's over? Because there was some licensing thing with the Olympic Games. I don't know, but... Let's do Mario Baseball. I feel like that could be an actual sports game that we could see. Or Mario Hoops comes back. You know, one of those. Because we've had tennis, golf, and Strikers on Switch. And it's been a while. I think Strikers was the last sports game, if I'm wrong. Yeah, no more Olympics games? Okay. How many more of these can I actually try to predict? I'm trying to think of other first-party stuff. Like Donkey Kong. Oh. Here's what I'll do. Diddy Kong Racing. So everybody knows. That's Diddy Kong Racing on NSO. I can believe, damn it. I could totally see this being like an NSO update presentation here. We just had the Super Nintendo update. We haven't had an N64 update in quite a while. So I could see that, Conquer, any of those games. Let's throw that in there. No Mother 3. Don't get your hopes up. Let me think what else. What else could we see? I guess now would be the time for a Mother 3 translation, but I don't see it happening. I'm trying to think I guess that's... Is there anything else Donkey Kong? I don't think there would be. We already have... Go get your clown wig, literally, yeah. Trying to think of other first-party stuff. Chibi Robo Ziplash HD, let's go. I'm grasping at straws here, everybody. I literally can't think of anything else. Oh, that's so funny. Anything else Mario? I can't think of anything else Mario. We just had a Mario Party. That's the thing. This is why I'm like thinking, like, why would they have a Nintendo Direct? And this isn't even like a partner Direct. They're not calling it that. They're calling it a straight up Nintendo Direct, so there will be first-party stuff in this presentation. So that's the confusing part. I think I gotta start going to third party. Pinata, the only thing with Pokemon, and that I don't like predicting Pokemon for these things, is they almost always have their own separate presentations. So I don't usually like to predict Pokemon for these. Occasionally they throw it in there, but it's not very often. So I'm leaning towards that not being a thing. But I suppose we could find out. But yeah, I won't put it on this bingo sheet just because I'm not exactly sure. Not exactly sure there. Okay. That's only 10 first-party predictions. I literally can't think of anything else. I could revisit that as I go. What I could see is Sonic Racing Crossworlds, because that is on Switch, I believe. Let me double check. That's on Nintendo Switch, right? Sonic Racing Crossworlds? It does say Nintendo Switch, yeah. Okay, cool. So I could totally see, like... It feels too soon for release date. But I want to try to predict... If anything, I want to try to predict, like, a track. Like a racetrack. They could totally tease these updates similar to what they did with Mario Kart. But what would we see? Because we've already seen Secret Rings levels, Crossworlds. We already have the Sonic Rush level. Like, I'm honestly like, could we see like a Sonic Boom level? I think we already know Sonic Prime is in the game. There's like, you get the Prime characters for the pre-order. I'm gonna say Sonic Boom. And you're gonna have to know what I mean by that. Anyways, we're gonna get Sonic Racing Crossworlds trailer probably for third party. Other third party stuff. Actually, before I move on there, I had another first party one. Oh. What sport is not in Switch Sports? Watch them add... Oh my god, Vanguard. They do have basketball. They had a golf, badminton, volleyball, tennis, bowling. What are they missing? Baseball, I guess. But we already did that. They have badminton. I'm trying to see if there's like anything they could add to Switch Sports. I'm literally struggling. Oh my god, Pinata. What could they add to the first? To Switch Sports. What other? There's so many other sports. I'm just trying to think of. Yeah, they have soccer. The only thing I can think of is baseball, but I don't. I already have Mario Baseball on here. Lots of baseball. Well, actually, you know, they did invest more in the advertising for the Seattle Mariners. Let's do it. I'm gonna throw it in there. Screw it. Yeah, I know what you mean. But yeah, no, they're not gonna put an illegal sport. Oh, dodgeball would actually be kind of fun. You know what? Let's do that instead. I like that idea, Pinata. Thank you. Thank you. That would actually be kind of fun and new for the game. That could then honestly get some more interest. Whereas baseball would just be like, whatever. Let's do dodgeball. Thank you, Pinata. Okay. Other third parties. I'm opening up the third parties. You know what? Let's do here. Here it is. It's time for Repack 2. So I can finally enjoy this game. Let's do Pac-Man World Repack 2. Or 2 Repack. I don't know what they're going to call it. But you know what I mean. You'd buy that day one. I'd be down. Honestly, I would probably buy it near or at launch. Because that would be awesome. Like, 2, and like I got frustrated last year when I streamed it. But it's like, behind the flawed like mechanics, it's just a very solid 3D platformer. That with the right controls and like cleanup of some stuff, I think it would work really well. Nice, yeah, very cool, Pinata. Mega Man 12. I would love to see X9, but let's do 12. Do something with Mega Man, Capcom, please. Let's do... it was Rondo of Blood, right? Was the pack in? What was that collection they had? Yeah, this is Requiem. This is the PlayStation collection, right? And Rondo of Blood. All right. Ooh. I think... I'll just put that for now, so we know what we were talking about. More Castlevania games. Bring them on. No Silk Song. Don't think about Silk Song. That's not happening. Monster Hunter Wilds port for Switch? No way. That game cannot run on Switch 1. Switch 2, maybe, but there's no way that's going to run on Switch 1. For an exclusive game like Rise? It might be too soon for that, though. You don't think it's too soon since Rise? I feel like that might be a little too soon. Then again, I don't know. But Wilds port on Switch, I don't see that happening, Pinyon, honestly. Bloodborne on Switch? No, I'm not actually going to predict that. Third parties or indies? We've gotten a lot of Ace Attorney collections, so probably no Ace Attorney. We got the Capcom Fighting Collection 2, so no more fighting collections. I'm struggling, man. I'm grasping at straws. I got 9 more spots to fill here. I welcome all ideas. Rise was 2021. But is it not the same development team? Is it 2 separate development teams? One that works on like the handheld games, if you will, and one that works on like Worlds and Wilds? Because that's my only thing. I don't know if they may be not the same development team, but I'm not going to throw it on here just in case, because I just don't personally know enough about it. Trying to think of what else we could see. Trying to think of any like big indie games that we haven't seen on Switch. Is 1,000 Times Resist on Switch? It is. Okay. It's on Switch and Windows. Okay. That was my gonna be another idea. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I'm still not gonna put it on here. I just don't know. I feel like it's too soon. You know, I feel like it would just get, even if they release it, it would get drowned out by the popularity of Rise, even if it's not on that platform. So I am not going to predict that. Man, I am struggling with this. Wow. I mean, it just goes to show you, because they're saving so much for the Switch 2. I just genuinely don't know. Here, let's do a Rayman Classic Collection. Woo. Because I don't think... Are these games on Switch? No, not... Yeah, I don't think... I don't think it's on Switch. All right, let's do that. Let's do that. I'm going to go with that. Why not? I'm just struggling to think of third parties. Oh, honestly... Okay. Hear me out. Where's... I'm trying to think. Okay. I don't see the next main Kirby game being on the Switch 1. At least not in this presentation. But what about like an eShop game? What about like an eShop game? I don't know what it would be. The last one we got was the Dream Buffet, which was very good. I liked that one. That was like a racing game, so probably not a racing game like that. We've had like the Clash game. I'm trying to think. We've had the fighter game. I guess what else could they do though? Oh, Pinata, thank you. Thank you. I forgot that had been rumored. Yeah, thank you very much for that. Okay, no, because that was... Shout out to Nate the Hate. He That was the one thing he said that could have shown up at a potential February Direct, but honestly, this is probably it. Okay. Thank you, Pinata. Thank you very much for that. Killer is dead port. Oh, actually. Good to see Grand Storm. Hope you're doing well. I don't know about Killer is dead, but honestly, Yakuza 0. Because they put in Kiwami on Switch. Honestly, I like that idea. I like that idea. I could see it because that's also, besides Kiwami, that is the next best entry point. So I could totally see them putting that on the Switch one. Thank you for the suggestion. That's a good one. I like that one. All right. Triple Deluxe port. I like Triple Deluxe as well, but I definitely think they're going to do Planet Robobot. I would argue Planet Robobot's probably the better game. Something just popped in my head. What happened? I just lost it. This music's great, though. I just lost it. Damn it. I don't know what I was thinking of. Oh, well. For some reason, I was thinking about Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, and then that led me to that thought. And it wasn't that. It was something else. Metal Gear Solid. Oh, that's funny. Revengeance? Probably not. It could be. I guess it's not out of the question, but... I'm just trying to think of other... I want to think of some indie, too. Some indie could be good here. There's the Star Overdrive game coming out, but we already know, like, everything about that game, I feel like. So I don't know what else you could predict there. This is probably going to be a Croc. Well, maybe not. Actually, I don't know if there would be a Croc trailer there. Power World? Imagine. There's no way. Absolutely no shot. With all the legal stuff going on, no way. What was I thinking of? I don't remember. I'm mad now. I don't know what I was thinking of before I clicked away. I've got so many HDs and remasters here, but I genuinely don't know what else they could do for Switch 1 right now. I'm trying to think of like smaller games they could do. What about like a Yoshi game? What are the chances of like a Yoshi? Hi, Havki. Good to see you live in chat. Hope you're doing well. Is Deltarune not on Switch? Oh, do you mean the new chapters? What are the newest chapters coming out? I see. Okay, let's do that. Thank you for the suggestion there. I'm always looking for indie suggestions here. Is Deltarune capital R? Oh, it's all capital. Well, I'm not going to do that then. The thing is well, it's been in development for a while, right? So I feel like just putting that's okay. I feel like that's not too likely ever. I like to do. Thank you for the idea, Hopkey. I like to do ideas that aren't too obvious. Other indies. Honestly, I feel like this is the place to give another update on Shantae Advance. Because originally it was supposed to, at least the physical version, I got the email from Limited Run Games, it was supposed to ship like first quarter of this year, and clearly that didn't happen. That could also be a good summer game. I'll do that for July. Why not? I'm just trying to think of other indie examples. No, Silk Song's not going to be here. If it is, to be fantastic, but it's not going to be here. Other indies. I'm trying to think if there's indie games that aren't on Switch. Is Risk of Rain 2 on Switch? It is not. What are the odds it comes to Switch? Oh, never mind. I lied. There it is. All right. Thank you, Pinata, for correcting me there. Okay, so never mind. That's a no-go. I'm trying to think if there's any big indie games right now that are not on Switch. I'm sure there's plenty. But I'm trying to think of, like, 1,000 Times Resist was, Balatro, of course, is. Is mouthwashing on Switch? Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh, nice. I've never played Sniper Elite, but very nice. I think some of those are on Switch, actually. Oh, I'm struggling. I need 4 more ideas, everybody. We already got 2 NSO ones, so that's enough for NSO. I'm trying to think of what else. What about, like, Punch-Out? Let's get crazy with this. What about, like, Punch-Out? Punch-Out Wii HD? I hate that I'm just doing HD, man, but, like... I hate that I'm just doing it, but you know what? I'm just grasping at straws here. That's probably enough. Like, how many HDs I have on this list? Oh my god. News on the Sega port remaster. I already have 2 Sega predictions here, so I honestly don't want to do another Sega one. I mean, what would it be? We already know about Shinobi. They could have another one, like, I don't know, what, Streets of Rage? I don't know. That's an interesting idea, though, Pinata. But I don't know. I'm going to forego any more Sega predictions because I have 2 already on here. I'm trying to think of more indies. I want more indie predictions here. I'm struggling to think. Is there, like, one indie, besides Silk Song, that is not on the Switch right now? I'm going for Switch. Oh, my God. Oh, imagine. Oh, honestly, what about an Xbox game on Switch? That's actually an interesting point. What about... This is going to be controversial. Any thoughts, chat? That's going to be a controversial one. I'm trying to think of what other Xbox games we could see be on Switch. Avowed, I don't think would be the best fit. And they don't own Hi-Fi Rush anymore, so we're not doing that. Oh, let me move that up to the third-party part, actually. There we go. I want to keep the indie separate. Okay. I would love some more indie picks, but I'm just... Like, Super Meat Boy's on Switch, right? That's gotta be on Switch. Do we not have a list of platforms? Yeah, okay, there it is. What about Binding of Isaac? Is that on Switch? Yeah, not impossible. That's also what I'm thinking. Pinata, would you know if Binding of Isaac is on Switch? Listen, I just gotta see if it's here, man. I don't think it's a... Wait, is it? Need GTA 4 to fill the... Oh, there you go. Well, actually... Do you guys think GTA 5 can run on Switch? Gotcha. They could do RDR2. That might be tough, though. GTA 4, gotcha. Oh, it is on Switch. Okay, never mind, I lied. GTA 4, maybe, because they had the trilogy. Okay. I'll put GTA 4 in here. Why not? Why not? All right, I like the idea of Grand Story. It's not there, right? Because they only have the trilogy, right? Which was what? Was it 3? What was it? It was San Andreas, 3, and Vice City? Was it those 3? The trilogy collection they put on there, that was abysmal. Gotta get that GTA hype ready to go. So GTA is on Switch. Obviously not in the best place, but... Yeah, thank you, Pinata. Hey, put 4 on there. Why not? Get people hyped. Get people ramped up and ready to go. All right, I need one more prediction, everybody. I'm just trying to think of, like, another... I want to do another indie one. I just don't know what other indie game. I'm blanking at this point. Any other indie predictions, everybody? I'm trying to think of like a big indie. Besides Silk Song, I'm not putting Silk Song. I mean, I could put Silk Song on this list, but I really shouldn't. Silk Song's the easy out, but I don't want to do that. Man, I don't know. I'm struggling now. Could be Hades 2, but that's an early access, so I feel like they would wait for the 1.0 launch. But it's not impossible. Mario Odyssey GTA 4 mod. That's funny. Finally, it'll come to full circle, indeed. I mean, they did say they were going to launch 1.0 at some point, but... There's no reason they couldn't do early access on Switch, right? Okay, so, okay. There are early access games on Switch, it sounds like. Okay. Okay, you know what, Pinata? I'll put it there. I'll put it there. Because Hades 1 is on Switch. I'm just like, if it's an early access, maybe not. But let me actually double check really quick before I do anything. It only says it's on Windows and Mac OS. Right? No Switch yet. Okay. Okay, so it's not there yet. Okay, I could see it. I could see it. Hades 1's on Switch. I'm not putting in indie games because any indie game Nintendo could have ported already. Not necessarily, Grand Soren. I mean, there are a lot of indie games for sure, but there are a lot of options that haven't been put on Switch yet. You know, there are some indie games that are only on other platforms. It happens, but usually Nintendo, like you're hinting at, is pretty good with indies. But all right, everybody. That is the list. With how many HDs? I'm going to count how many HDs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 HDs? A couple remakes in here, too. I see remake, and there's another remake somewhere. Repacks, technically remake. Classic collection, collection. Oh, there's another remake. Genuinely, like, I'm struggling. Hey, Ben, how's it going? All I want Nintendo to do is add Hybrid Heaven and Sun Racer 64. That'd be great. Don't worry, Ben. I put Diddy Kong Racing on here. Don't you worry. Diddy Kong Racing for N64. I can dream. All right, this is a pretty shitty list. Not your guys' suggestions, mainly mine that I put on here. But you know, genuinely, I still don't know why they're doing this. I'll be very curious to see. Like, I would keep expectations for this direct low. Very low. Super duper low. All right? Keep them extremely low because genuinely this could be Nintendo grasping at straws to be like, hey, look what we still have on the first Switch, when most of their big hitters are going to be saved for Switch 2. So please keep that in mind once we go in here. But there we go. These are the suggestions. All right. Next step. We're going to generate a random order here. 30 cards for free. That's what I'm talking about. All right. First person to say a number between 1 and 30 in the chat. Go. All right. Havki with 28. All right. Thank you kindly. Number 28 is going to be the one. Sorry, then. Beat you to it. All right. Where's 28? There we are. This is it. The one on the right here. This is it, everybody. This is my order. So I'm going to create an actual bingo sheet on my own time and get this going. But here we go. So, of course, free space, we have Switch 2. Let's get that out of the way first. We've got port of Yakuza 0. You've got Kirby Planet Robobot HD. That is one of the most likely on this list because of the rumors we've heard about. Shantae Advance, I said in July. Fire Emblem Remake, I also said in July. Punch-Out Wii HD. We've got Wind Waker Twilight Princess HD. We've got Turbo Graphics on the NSO. Switch Sports Dodgeball. Shout out to Pinata for that one. Castlevania Requiem being Symphony of the Night Rondo of Blood. Rayman Classic Collection. my thought in that was like the first 3 games. So the 2D one, and then Rayman 2, Rayman 3. Pac-Man World Repack 2, Star Fox Zero Remake because Nintendo hates us and there is no God. Diddy Kong Racing on N64 NSO. Kid Icarus Uprising HD, we got Hades 2, Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4, Sonic Racing Crossworlds, there's going to be a Sonic Boom level. Could be a character too, actually, but hopefully not. Sonic Boom level. Mega Man 12, GTA 4, F-Zero GX HD, Mario Baseball, Chibi Robo Ziplash HD, Prime 4, that's almost guaranteed to be there, and I'm saying in August because of that. Finally, the Master Chief Collection. This list is very scrubbed. Damn it, Nintendo, why announce them? I know, I mean, they always announce these directs last minute, but it feels even more last minute than usual just because of the fact that we were not even close to expecting this. Rumors just started popping up like yesterday at the earliest. And to have it a week before the Switch 2 Direct, it feels almost like desperation on their end. So that's why I'm saying keep your expectations low for this one. I know they're calling it a full-on Direct, but keep your expectations low. Don't expect a lot of first party. Boom Eggman playable, I would love that. Or Boom skins. Honestly, Boom character skins would be great. Same thing with Prime. We already know the Prime characters, I think, are going to be skins in the Digital Deluxe version. Anyways, everybody, that is going to do it for my predictions. Thank you for those of you who joined me live in chat here. I do want to shout them out. Pinata, Ven, Havki, Grand Soren, Robbie at the very beginning. I know couldn't join because he was passing out over there, but thank you all for joining me in chat. I appreciate it. And for the suggestions, of course. I'd literally would have struggled for another half an hour if it wasn't for your suggestions there. So appreciate that. And even if you're watching the video after the fact, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Hopefully this is a short enough one for y'all to pay attention to and kind of go through there, because I try to keep these shorter to actually have it be kind of like a regular video too after the fact. But in terms of upcoming streams, I know I've changed schedule a lot. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific is when this Nintendo Switch Direct is airing. I will be doing a live reaction in the morning to that. We'll see if I get any of these right. Probably none. Friday around 7 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be trying to do more Metal Gear Rising, finishing up the campaign there. At some point next week, I want to do a Streets of Rage 2 stream, and at some point, I'm going to start Sonic and the Secret Rings. All of that is TBD on timing. Just for now, Nintendo Switch 1 Direct reaction Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern. Metal Gear Rising Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And then, of course, the Switch 2 Direct next Wednesday, the 2nd, around, I think it's 9 a.m. Eastern. So lots of presentations coming in. So get ready for those reactions if you're into those at all. But with that, thank you all for watching. I appreciate it however you do, as always. And I will catch you all later. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you later. Like I said, keep your expectations very low for this one. Bye.